Hi, Soul Family. We're going to do a reading tonight because I chose to not work all day and just take some time to myself, and it felt really good. So let me give you some items to choose from. We're going to ask today, what is it that we need to know? So you can choose from the Besswick cat. My Mama Sherry gave me this. It's a little English collectible. She gave this to me when she gave me my first guitar. So there's that. Make your own music, right? Then we have the Peaceful Buddha. Then we have the crystal ball, which to me, I don't know what anybody else uses them for, but if you want to call it scrying, to me it's like there's a reflection. It magnifies things. I don't know. Some people can see things in crystal balls. What I see is clear glass, and then I can see maybe a picture, right? See through there. Right there I see a little smiley face. Whoop. And sand. Looks like a little frog, actually. Can you see him? Two little eyes and his big mouth over there. So it's like a little frog, which is talking about cleansing, releasing emotional baggage, releasing people from your life that don't serve you, thoughts, ideas that no longer serve you. So we have that. Then we have, I like this because I made it and I think it's bitchin'. This is the Osprey wand. You see his beak and his eyes, and it's got an appetite head. A head for appetite, an appetite for head. Appetite for head. That's funny. That just gave me a message. So the Falcon has an appetite for head. Sorry about that, everyone, but hey, it's backed with red hawk feathers. Those are red hawk feathers. Interesting. Look at it from the side. It's pretty majestic. It actually looks like a lion, doesn't it? It's a lion and a falcon at the same time. Interesting. A lion, a falcon, and it's backed by a red hawk. Huh. All right. Archangel Michael's going to hold that wand. So we'll start with the little Besswick kitten. You guys can decide what it is that you want. I cleaned off my desk. I love it. I got a couple things out. You know, my landlord said, "Do you want me to move your boxes? They're all in my car," right? Because when I was packed up to go to Sedona, and I said, "Well, let me get a few things out." And then I thought, you know what? I like it clean. I like it clean. It's basically cleaning things up, right? So I guess that's the one I'm going to choose. I'll choose the ball that I saw the frog in. And the decks that we're going to work with tonight, the first one I got was Archangel Michael, and then the Sacred Rebels. So for those who chose the crystal ball, actually the Besswick cat, sorry, because I chose that for me. All right, for those who chose the Besswick cat, I changed my radio station because I'm sick of hearing the same old song. You know, I like pop music, but they're playing the same songs over and over and over and over. It's like, you know what, how do you get any messages when you know you're going to get the same songs again and again and again? It's kind of like doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different result, right? So it's time for me to listen to some new music and get some new messages. So I've got kind of like a older station on right now. Young Hearts. This is Rod Stewart singing. All right. I had all kinds of stuff go on, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to have a nap. I haven't had a nap in such a long time, and so I did. And I woke up. Now I'm just going to be up long enough to do this reading, and then I'm going to go back to bed. But man, it felt good. So when you're in a place where things aren't working out, or you're frustrated, or things are just keep coming at you, you know, my landlord and I, since we live in the same environment, what happens to him seems to happen to me. And it's just been a string of not great things happening. And so I said, I'm going to bed. I'm gonna sleep it off. I don't want this energy. I'm releasing it. See ya. And then his night just continued to go worse. It's almost like we take turns, right? First it's him, then it's me. Jeez. So the song right now, Young Hearts. Say all you want, girl, you're an angel. Maybe better than you know. Girl, you see, you're all that I want. You had me at hello. Oh, that's a different song. But I guess that needed to be said. Young Hearts. I want to get away. What is this? Girl, I almost fainted. Too much from my young heart and soul to bear to feel. I want to get away. Please say that you want to. The places we could go are all posh and green. I'll pay for the gas. We're heading for the hills, and it could be amazing. Wouldn't that be fun? Now, that's my idea of getting away, right? I'm not the one that wants to jump in an airplane and go to Miami. No thanks. How can I taste it? The only thing I'm gauging is how you feel. Is there something that you need to have? If it's indispensable, something I can get arrested for, you got it, shorty. Say the word. Hell and bloody murder. Ain't no mountain high, and hurdles are unheard of. You're worth it. So teach me how to be all you want. That's the way you go. All right. No one has to get arrested. All right. For those who chose the Besswick Kitten, here we go. Those who chose the Besswick Kitten. What do we have to say? The word wants to be written. Well, that's interesting. Kind of what the song said, right? Engaging how you feel. Is there something you need to have? So, I guess to me, the message is there's something. Maybe if you want something, write it down. Write it down. Here's my book my best friend gave me. Here's my pen. So think about what it is that you would like. Write it down, and that way you're looking at it. And then let it go. Right? It's kind of like making a wish and letting it go. First thing that came to my mind is peace. I would like peace. So the word wants to be written. This one has been crying. This one has a butterfly at their heart, butterflies in their head. Transformation. This one's in the midst of a very, very big transformation, it looks like to me. And they're connecting energetically. They're sending out a message. But first thing that comes to me is you're energetically connecting and trying to send out a message, but maybe you need to actually do something more than that. Maybe you need to actually write something. Write a letter. Write a text. Write an email. But write. Something wants to come out. Something wants to be expressed. Something needs to be created. Butterfly is all about transformation, and this is in full flight, right? This energy is vibrating. This is a vibrational beacon. So you're crying. Why are you crying? This transformation is very difficult for you. You've been through a lot. Have you experienced someone trying to control you, manipulate you, lie to you? Has this happened since you were young? Have you grown up in a narcissistic family? A mother or a father, grandmother that control, manipulate. You would be unaware of really truthfully what it is that you wanted because you're so busy trying to please everyone else, right? If it started when you were a kid, you don't even know who you are. And then when you get out of the whole childhood, you ask yourself, when you awaken, have I been living my life for myself, or have I been living my life because this is what I was raised to believe or raised to do? This is what's expected of me, and I want to please my family. I talked about that today. It came up. It was interesting how it's, it's like a peeling an onion, layers and layers. How even though abusive things happened, we still sought the love and approval of the ones who did that. we're a kid, right? We're seeking approval. And then even as adults, we're constantly seeking approval. When in all reality, the approval that we should be seeking is our own. So then we have to let go of what we were taught in order to become who we really are. And maybe we don't know where we're going. It's been difficult. What the fuck's going on in my life? Why is this happening? I don't even know where to go. I don't even know who my true nature is. Because I don't know about you, but I carried a scarlet letter on my back for years. I was told that I had shamed my family. And I carried that shame, when in all reality, the one who should have carried the shame was the one who said that to me. The one who did the things that caused me to react in a way that I was told I should be shamed. You should be ashamed of yourself. I was a child, you were the parent. Right? I'm not going to carry that anymore. So we kind of like have to start chipping away these walls of shame that were put upon us by other people. So now we got to get to the place where it doesn't matter what they think, and it matters what we feel about ourselves. But in order to get to that place, we have to look at it, right? We have to see it. And a lot of times people don't want to see it. We have to see it in order to release it. That's what's happening here. I'm releasing, I'm allowing this to transform, right? I want to let it go. Spirit says we have to risk that feeling of the shame that comes up, because we've got to get to the place where we unconditionally love ourselves. And the rebel inside of us is saying that that's what we need. Oh my gosh, this song playing right now. It's the first song my son sang. Unbelievable. Okay, my son Devin, when he was 2, we used to listen to Tears for Fears, right? In the car. I always had music on. And he was just 2. And all of a sudden he starts rocking back and forth in his little car seat, and he's singing Shout. So the fact that I just was talking about what we were, shout, shout, let it all out. These are the things I can do without. That's shame, right? I'm talking to you. Come on, shout, let it out. These are the things I can do without. Releasing the baggage, right? These are the things I can do without. I'm talking to you. In violent times, you shouldn't have to sell your soul. In black and white, they really ought to know. Those are one-track minds that took you for a working boy. Kiss them goodbye. You shouldn't have to jump for joy. Shout, let it all out. These are the things I can do without. I'm talking to you. Come on. They gave you life, and in return, you gave them hell. As cold as ice. I hope we live to tell the tale. Shout, let it all out. These are the things I can do without. Come on. Let it all out. I'm talking to you. So, and when you've taken down your guard, if I could change your mind, I'd really love to break your heart. Shout, let it all out. These are the things I can do without. I'm talking to you. Come on. I'd really love to break your heart. Doesn't that sound a little bit ass backwards? So, what does this mean? What was the meaning of this? They raised you, and in return, you gave them hell. So, the song was written in a room. It was therapy for this person. This singer's primal therapy treatment, in order to get people to confront the fears by shouting and screaming. Get it out. Get it out. Whatever it was, whatever the shame was, right? Get it out. It's not okay what you did to me. It's not okay. I don't care what your reasons were. It's not okay. Get it out. And recognize that you're still lovable no matter what it is. You need to empower yourself. I love, when I was in the Sacred Souls, when I went to, what was it called? I was in Sedona. I went up to the Keyhole Cave, they call it. I call it Trinity Cave or Union Cave. And when I got in there, I was looking at the guillotine that was hanging above the confessional chamber where the person sat, where they confessed. And I spoke about how people were taken into that place and they were dismembered and disemboweled. They were sacrificed. And as I looked out across the valley, that guillotine looked like it was about to be released. And at some time it would be released and it would go flying straight across. And the line went straight to the twin souls. And I heard when I was in there, the butterfly is the guillotine. And I took the guillotine, and I it's interesting because it was in the mountain, right? But as I walked down the hill, I found that other stone that was the exact same shape of the guillotine. And Spirit told me to take it to the twin souls, to the mountain, which is Cathedral Rock, right? And I was supposed to go take it and bury it there. I just was told to take it there. I didn't know what I was supposed to do once I got it there. And then I got there, and I couldn't cross the river. The river was raging. There'd been a flood, and I couldn't get through. Think about high emotional waters. And I said, well, now what am I supposed to do? And I was told, take it to the tree. Stick it high up in put it in a tree where it won't hurt anyone. And I'm thinking, how can I put this up in a tree? If it falls, it's going to hurt someone. And then I heard the peace pipe. Take it to the peace pipe. And there's a tree that was like it had I don't know what, it was strange. There was a big peace pipe. And I took it to the peace pipe, and because of the rain, the bowl of the pipe had filled with water. And so I took that butterfly, the guillotine, the one that wanted to chop your head off, the one that was coming after you, the one that was talking down to you. And I buried that in the water. I drowned it. I drowned that energy. Kind of like when you write down, if you want someone out of your life, write their name on a piece of paper and drown it. Or light it on fire. You're disposing of the energy, right? So I put it in there, and I said, I don't want to fight. I'm releasing this. I took all the people, all the souls that were in there, that were caught in there, in that cave, that were killed, and they didn't have this release. They needed to be released. That was my mission, to do that. So I went and I buried it in the water, and I said, I don't want to fight with you. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. That's what I said. And literally with this card, there is a message in here that says, I am still lovable. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. This butterfly is the guillotine. This butterfly is the one that wanted to cut off your head. The one that wanted to make you feel bad about yourself. This butterfly. That one that's weighing heavily on your heart. That's all around your head. Whatever this one has said to you, release it. Let it go like a million butterflies flying away. This is sending you a message to whoever it was that shamed you. This one shamed you. This butterfly shamed you. Whoever this was in you, a parent, a school teacher, a friend, a lover, brother, sister, whoever it was, obviously they had their own shame, because in order to make themselves feel better, they needed to shame you. They wanted to make you feel bad about yourselves. So free that. Shame isn't the truth. It's not real unless you identify with it, unless you agree. So you're powerful enough to break this cycle, right? Stop the shame. Claim yourself. Love yourself instead and release this one. Don't waste your tears on this anymore. It's good to cry the tears to get the emotion out, but allow it to go. And the song is, a word wants to be written. Sometimes you need to write a word. Right? Need to write a letter to this one. Maybe you'll never face this one. Maybe you'll never get these words out, but you can write those words down on a piece of paper and burn it. Or maybe you can write a song. Whatever it is, let out what needs to come out. That's what that song was. Shout. Get it out. Whatever you don't do is stuff it. You don't want to stuff it. And look it. This is a little guitar player. This is a little singer. Write it in a song. Get it out. That's why people write the songs that they do. It's therapeutic. Poetry, a book, right? Confront the power that this old shaming had over you, because it's finished now. Now you have to just be your own true, authentic self. Your own gorgeous you. Get moving with your life. Spirit wants it to happen. Your soul wants it to happen. And whatever you want to create, it wants to be created. Whatever you feel, whatever this is, the word wants to be written. Whatever it is that's holding on from the past, these remnants, they're in your way. They've been in my way, right? So you could say, I now choose to forgive any And release. We want to release always. Any person, situation, or circumstance that has ever been a source of shame or shaming for me, whether conscious or unconscious. I like that because you don't have to go to each and every person and say, I forgive you. You know? I don't feel forgiving right now. I just want to release you. I want you the fuck out of my head. I want you out of my head. I want you out of my heart. I don't want to waste any more tears on you. I don't want to be sad anymore. I want my life to move on in a positive way. I now release it from my body, from my mind, from my heart, all of it through unconditional love. And I choose to claim myself the way I want to be, the way I am. Instead of all of that, I love and accept and claim all of me. And I know that I am unconditionally loved, and I unconditionally love myself. I honor my own creative power and my ability to work with it in whichever way I feel like working with it. I like it. I like it a lot. Song right now. These dreams. These dreams. Spare a little candle, save some light for me. Figures up ahead moving in the trees. White skin and linen. Perfume on my wrist and the full moon that hangs over these dreams in the mist. Darkness on the edge, shadows where I stand. I search for the time on watch with no hands. I want to see you clearly, come closer than this, but all I remember are the dreams in the mist. These dreams go on. When I close my eyes, every second of the night I live another life. These dreams that sleep when it's cold outside. It's a cloak and dagger. Could it be spring or fall? I walk without a cut through a stained glass wall, weaker in my eyesight. The candle in my grip and the words that have no form are falling from my lips. These dreams go on when I close my eyes. Every second of the night I live another life. There's something out there I can't resist. I need to hide away from the pain. There's something out there I can't resist. The sweetest song is silence that I've ever heard. Funny how your feet and your dreams never touch the earth. In a world full of princes, freedom is a kiss. But the prince hides his face from the dreams in the mist. These dreams go on when I close my eyes. You know what? To me, every moment I'm awake, the further I'm away. It's cold outside. I'm thinking, fuck that. I'm tired of those dreams. Release that. I don't want to hide from the pain. I want the pain to be released. I'm not resisting. I surrender. I surrender it all. Let's ask Archangel Michael for a word of guidance. Archangel Michael, what is it that would be of most benefit to us tonight before we go to sleep? When you guys get this message, maybe it'll be tomorrow afternoon. I don't know. But for me, it'll be nighttime. So what's the message for you in your day or for me in my night? Because I don't want those dreams. I'm sick of the dreams that I've had. I don't want to dream them anymore. Right? I want to dream dreams of my future, of fun, of happiness, of light. I don't want any more of this. And I don't want anybody else's. I don't want to dream of anybody else's life either. I'm over it. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the Besswick Kitten, a favorable outcome. That's awesome. We could use that, couldn't we, after this? Couldn't we? Hell yeah, we can. So let's say this prayer. I don't like copying prayers because I feel that whatever we need to say to our Father, to our archangels, to our guides, it should come from us. But this is an example of something that you could say. Thank you for the beautiful outcome to this situation where it's perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me trust and have faith. It was interesting. I was not in a favorable place today, right? That's why I took my whole day off. I thought, no, I'm not going to take on anybody else's negative energy, and I'm not going to be, in a place where I'm going to be of any good to anyone else, and I needed rest. So I just walked around, and all the things that were negative, I said it this way. Thank you for, and I spoke all of the things that I was concerned about, right? In a positive way. So if you're worried about finances, thank you for the steady flow of abundance coming into my life. Thank you for resolving this situation in a fair and just manner for everybody, not just one, not just some. Spirit says that the situation that we're concerned with, that we're worried about, there's going to be fairness and justice. And we're going to be happy with the way it comes about. Spirit's got a plan. It makes me think of that song, We're on Each Other's Team, right? Wait till you're announced. We've not yet used all our graces. You might be, that's what I said today. I surrender. Jesus, take the wheel. I don't want to drive anymore. I'll be the co-pilot, passenger. I'll sit in the back seat. You be the driver. And I won't even be a backseat driver. I won't tell you what I want. I just want peace. That's what I asked for, right? So maybe for you, you don't see the solution. I don't. But I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to hand it over to Archangel Michael. Let him deal with it. So even if we're angry or we're upset or we're scared or whatever it is, surrender it to Archangel Michael. Don't carry it anymore. Don't do this anymore. I release this. I release it. The more that we can let go and release, the weight lightens from us. So if you're involved in a legal issue, at this moment, the fact that we got justice, it goes in your favor. If you are going into a relationship, it's going to be a long-term relationship. If you are worried about a job, I've lost my job, I'm looking for a job, you're going to get the desired job. If you're concerned with the money, it's coming. If you're concerned with health, emotional, mental, or physical, a healing is occurring at this time. Whatever it is, there's a beautiful outcome to this situation. And what I like about it the most is that it's just and fair. Because this has not been fair. It's not been just. It's not okay what you did to me. And it's not okay that I've had to carry it all this time, and I don't want to anymore. I'm releasing it and allowing the karmic scales of justice to be done. So for those who chose the crystal ball, and I did, correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. You know, I found out, I don't know how it came up. I was researching something and it came up that the number one plant to absorb electromagnetic pollution, like from laptops, from cell phones, is a cactus. And it's interesting because I was getting cactus and succulent cactus, and I said, I don't know why I'm collecting all of these things. It has something to do with my grandma. My grandmother always had cactuses. And I said that, you know, and the grandmother keeps coming to me, right? And so I have this cactus family outside. You don't want to hug them. They're dangerous. They hurt. They hurt you, but they're also protected. So it's kind of like a protective hedge, right? So I put them next to my computer. I think they're really cool. Hi, sweet baby. She just had her teeth done yesterday. So they grow very well inside as long as they have, indirect bright light. And they're all special to me. They all came from a little piece. Each one of them came from a piece that broke. The original one was this one. And it was a little tiny nub. I think it was probably about that big. This little tiny thing. And one by one, they all grew. And then what's interesting about this is you see how these grow like Mickey Mouse ears? Well, I was in Sedona and there was a piece that had broken on the ground and it was lying on the trail, and I thought, oh, and it's that piece. And I planted it and I didn't know which way it went. I planted it upside down. Huh! And even though I planted it in upside down, everything else that grew from it grew the right way. Isn't that interesting? This was another little nub. It was about the size of the top and it was being kicked around on the trail. I brought it home and it grew into a family. It's amazing what a little bit of love and care will do, right? And these were also little tiny pieces. So I've got it here next to my, right across from my laptop. So something that's prickly and painful can actually protect you. Interesting. So for those who chose the crystal ball, that was pretty clear cut. Spirals of manifestation. Ooh, looks like that, doesn't it? Isn't it? Isn't that interesting how what we choose, the item that we choose, goes along with the cards that come out? There it is, right there. Right there. I like that. Song right now, beat it. Somebody wants somebody to get the hell out of their life. Negative energy. Get out of here. Don't want you around. You're not doing me any good. They told him, don't you ever come around here. Don't want to see your face. You better disappear. There's fire in their eyes and their words are really clear, so beat it. Just beat it. You better run. You better do what you can. Don't want to see no blood. Don't want to be a macho man. You want to be tough. Better do what you can. So beat it. But you just want to be bad. Just beat it. Beat it. No one wants to be defeated. Showing how funky and strong is your fight. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right. Just beat it. They're out to get you. Better leave them while you can. Don't want to be a boy. You want to be a man. You want to stay alive. Better do what you can. So just beat it. You have to show them that you're really not scared. You're playing with your life. This ain't no truth or dare. They'll kick you. They'll beat you. They'll tell you it's fair, so beat it. But you want to be bad. So somebody wants to be there. You want to be a bad guy, right? And they're treating you like shit. What are you doing? Beat it. No, I'm not going to be defeated. I'm going to stay in there and I'm going to stay in this fight until I get the shit kicked out of me. It doesn't matter who's wrong or who's right. That's no way to manifest. That's a losing situation, right? Spirals of manifestation. So the number 8 is keeping your thoughts positive. No, it's not. Number 1 is. Number 8 is whatever it is that you need, you will be supplied because it's an infinite supply, the never-ending loop, right? It's talking about a creative path that spirals out from us. So sometimes in our own mind, we logically think, oh, this is where I need to go in order to get there, right? Logically. But in our higher selves, there's an alternative route. If we have a delay, if we have, remember we talked about this when I was, last week when I was out at the forest, I spoke about the detours that I had to go on, and any unnecessary delay or whatever it is, there's something along there that you're going to learn. There's something, so why not make it be fun? Why not make it be something intriguing, exciting, something interesting is going to happen. So instead of feeling like it has to be this way and being rigid about the way things have to be, recognize it's happening as it is happening. Earth below us. Earth below us. Drifting, falling, floating, weightless. Standing there alone, the ship is waiting. All systems are go. Are you sure? Control is not convinced, but the computer has the evidence. No need to abort. Countdown starts. Watching in a trance. The crew is certain. Nothing left to chance. All is working. Trying to relax. Up in the capsule. Send me up a drink, jokes Major Tom. The count goes on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Earth below us. Drifting, falling, floating, weightless. Calling home. Second stage is cut. We're now in orbit. Stabilizers up, running perfect. Starting to collect requested data. What will it affect? When is it all done? Thinks Major Tom. Back at ground control, there's a problem. Got to rockets full, not responding. Hello, Major Tom, are you receiving? Turn the thrusters on, we're standing by. There's no reply. 4, 3, 2, 1, Earth below us. Drifting, falling, floating, weightless, calling home. Across the stratosphere, a final message, give my wife my love. Then nothing more. Far beneath the ship, the world is mourning. They don't realize he's alive. No one understands, but Major Tom sees. Now the light commands, this is my home, I'm coming home. Earth below us, drifting, falling. He's going home. He's let go. He's going. It looks kind of like this. I'm letting go. I'm letting go. It might be you're letting go of your past, right? There's certain things that have to happen, right? That's what they say. Things that you need to do. People are waiting. Information. I'm requesting data. Hello. But no, I'm letting go. When I rhyme, I know I'm on, right? I'm requesting data. Nope, sorry, I'm letting go. I'm floating, weightless. I'm going with the flow. I'm in the midst of my own spiral, my own spiritual manifestation. Something from within me. It's coming into being. And we feel like, where am I going? Where am I going? I'm floating, but we're surrendering. We're letting go. Something is happening. Sometimes we don't know what it is. So allow ourselves to be guided by a higher power. Just allow. Don't be with this rigid adherence to what down on earth below everyone says this must be. Logically, we must do this. Logically, this is the order of things. But that's not the way of the world anymore. So let go. Something is coming into being. You might have thought whatever it was that in your mind, it's so far away. But Spirit says things are starting to fall into place. Isn't it funny? You let go and then it begins to fall into place, because really, maybe that's been the blockage all along. It's like song right now, I'm free falling. I'm free falling. I'm letting go. I'm surrendering. To surrender is actually the hardest thing for us to do, but when we do it, it feels really good. Just let it go. She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus in America too. She's a good girl, crazy about Elvis, loves horses and her boyfriend too. Long day, living in Reseda. There's a freeway running through the yard. If I'm a bad boy, because I don't even miss her, I'm a bad boy for breaking her heart. And I'm free falling. And all the vampires walking through the valley, moving west down Ventura Boulevard. All the bad boys standing in the shadows, and all the good girls are home with broken hearts. And I'm free falling. I want to glide down over Mulholland. I want to write her name in the sky. I'm going to fall out into nothing. Going to leave this world for a while. Now I'm free falling, free falling. This guy's a piece of shit. Let him go. Let him fall away. The good girls at home with broken hearts. For the bad boys, let him go. You be free falling, right? Release what is no longer in your highest good. It isn't. It's hurting you. You're at home with a broken heart. Why are you holding on to that? Let it go. Allow something better to come into being. Won't it be amazing? When all of a sudden, when you do that, when you release what's been hurting you, when you release the shame that you've been holding on to, when you release what doesn't work, just release it, and then all of a sudden what you've been dreaming of falls into place in the way that it's meant to be. Just around the corner, just out of sight, that manifestation of what you didn't see coming. It was coming all along, but you were trying to force it, you were trying to control it, you were trying to manipulate it, you were trying to follow a script. There is no script. So this message for you, and I chose this, right? And I did today. I said I surrender it all. I'm not interested in a bad boy that breaks hearts. That's not good for anyone. I surrender the shame. I surrender the control. I surrender what's expected of me. I'm just letting go. If something doesn't come, if it doesn't want to come, it's not going to come. This little kitty, see that big giant tile hanging from his neck? My landlord has these tiles, and they monitor his cats so he can find out where they are. And I didn't want to put it on Siam. Well, Siam tried to get out the front door today, and he's so quiet, and he doesn't come when he's called, and he says, you're going to be sorry if he gets out that door and you don't have that on him. And so and he just kept pushing it and pushing it. So I thought, fine, I'll put it on him, right? And then his cat got out tonight. I was up here, cleaning things, and I heard him yelling. I mean, it's like 10 o'clock at night. He's yelling in the neighborhood. And I said, why are you yelling? Daisy's out here, his cat, right? His cat, who's got one of those tags on. And he's screaming through the neighborhood, 10 o'clock at night. And I said, look, and he's pressing the little thing, and it sends a bell out, right? And I said, she's right next to you. I could hear where she was, and he's yelling and screaming, God damn it, God damn it. And he comes in, and he's going through a difficult time right now. He's upset. His ex-girlfriend's father's dying, and it's like he was like family to him, and he's upset. So when your energy is upset, you draw that negative energy. That's why go to sleep. I said, just let her go and go to sleep. He didn't want to because he's lost a cat before, right? And he says, no, that's why I have these on them. So he's out there screaming and yelling and screaming and yelling, and I said, you're going to have to let it go. You can't be screaming and yelling in the neighborhood. And he's like, I don't care about the neighbors. I've lost a cat before. Well, it didn't matter, did it? So he comes in, and he sends me a message, and he says, Daisy came in, probably because I called her. No, she came in because she was ready. She came in when she was ready to come. He was screaming and yelling. She was right next to him, and she wasn't coming. And when he walked away, she came in. And he says, well, thank God I had the tile. I was able to find her and get her in. And I said, no, you knew where she was, but you couldn't get her in. What did monitoring someone do? You can see where they're at, but if they don't want to come, they're not going to come. So don't bother monitoring people. Don't go chasing after anybody. Don't bother. If they want to come, they'll be there, right? What's the point? Now, it was nice to know she wasn't dead. There she was, but it wouldn't have helped. If Coyote came up and snagged her right then, she would have been gone. It didn't stop the cat from going away, and it didn't bring the cat in to have it monitored. It just upset you. Cat came back when you ignored it, when you let it go. Cat came back the very next day, right? I'm like, let it go, let it go. So right now, you feel sometimes that we're the farthest away from what we want, and when we're actually closer than we think we are. It's a spiral. It's kind of like, you go around and around, and you think you're going around in circles, you're not getting anywhere, but you're going up. You could be going down, just depends. It's just going around and around. Let go. You could turn the corner, and then all of a sudden, there it is, right? Surrender. Hold your faith about what it is you're shown or you believe in your heart to be. Hold faith in that. But don't hold anything else. Just your trust and faith as we move forward. Someone once said to me, I'm a work in progress. We all are. So you're bigger, braver, more courageous, more competent, more able than you believe that you are. We all are. Don't believe in other people that tell you this is the way it's going to go because that's the way it's always happened. All they know is what happened yesterday. Nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow. Don't give in to people who tell you that what it was should have happened already. It hasn't happened because it wasn't time. We get impatient because we want something. Sometimes we have an assumption about the timing of things. It should be done at this certain time, but it's not. And if it's not, and you don't want to wait for something, go on. Release it, surrender it. That's what I'm doing. Fuck the waiting, right? We got to live our life. Everything happens when it's meant to happen. You're not going to make it happen a second before. And you're certainly not going to make it happen by monitoring someone. By being angry at them and saying, you need to come, you need to come, you need to come. No, you're going to push them away. Leave them alone. And if they come to you and you've moved on, well, that's their loss, right? That was their lesson then. Just recognize that there is something more than what we see. There's a greater energy at play in our life. And clearly, for us, divine timing is at play in our life. It's all unfolding as it's meant to, whether we feel like it is or not. And we're just making it worse on ourselves to get frustrated and upset. This is a perfect message for me. I'm the major one that needs to. I'm Major Tom. Let go. Let go. Let go. I'm free falling. I'm out. See ya. They're calling Major Tom and we're like, I'm out. Sorry. No point rushing. If it's not time, you're just going to be waiting around. So live your life. You get there when you're meant to get there. It's like my dad used to say, it's put your seatbelt on. Better a wrinkled dress than a wrinkled face. It doesn't matter, in 10 years from now, nobody's going to know you were 5 minutes late. And no one's going to care. You're going to get there when you're meant to get there. Get there safe. Right? Live your life at an appropriate pace. Don't push yourself. Don't hurt yourself. Don't worry so much about the future. And what it is that we want and what we need, we're going to attract it when we have a lighter energy. Not when we're stressed and yelling. And especially, I think about that. Every time he does that out there, the cats run from him. The only time they come is when I go get them. And I don't scream and yell at them. Because if you scream and yell at me, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm done. You attract positive by a positive energy. When you get all upset, I was upset today, It's like, fuck, I'm over this. Some people like to do that. They like to push your buttons until you snap. They want that. I don't know if they get a charge off of that. If it's like a sense of passive aggressive control, it's not loving and it's upsetting for you. So don't give them your energy, right? Life is unfolding. And, we're not the only ones that are in our lives. Everybody is kind of interconnected here, there, and everywhere. So whoever we meet, when we meet, enjoy. Allow everything to fall into place in harmony. So there's an affirmation or a healing process that you can speak. Spirals of creation, spirals of light, you bring my manifestation to life. I trust in your wisdom and in your grace. Help me be wise and help me keep the faith. So if there's something that you're waiting for to come into existence, getting hysterical about it isn't going to make it come any faster, right? Release it. Let it go. Song right now, I'm crazy for you. Correct for neutrality. Michael, do we have a message that will help? Correct for neutrality. I have the air conditioning running, but it's cold right now. I'm going to turn it down just a sec. Thinking about how, I was trying to moved to Sedona and I kept getting blocked. Trying to get home to my soul family in Wisconsin, and I'm trying to get blocked, and it's like, I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of pushing wet spaghetti up a hill, right? So just surrender. If something is not working, it's not meant to happen. Don't push a door that won't open, right? Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the crystal ball, the one that we're supposed to release the emotional baggage, right? The cleansing. Feels good to release it. Drop the dead weight. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. So, the prayer is, please help me clearly hear and see and feel and know the divine guidance that I have asked and prayed for. When I ask for guidance, help me don't just listen to these words, hear them, right? We've asked for guidance. I have. This is the item that I chose. So divine timing is at play in your life. There's no point in getting hysterical about it. You're not gonna be able to pull a root up from the ground and make it grow, right? They grew, and they grew very quickly, actually. When I didn't look, all of a sudden, they doubled in size. And sometimes we don't plant it the right way, but it all turns out, right? Allow me to keep my ego out of the way. Your ego is what gets angry. Your ego is what wants to control. So that your wisdom can come streaming through me for my own benefit and for those around me. Doesn't help anyone around me. That's why I said today, there's no point in me working today. I wasn't in any place to work. What wouldn't have helped myself, wouldn't have helped anyone else. I surrender. So, your inner guidance. What is your own inner guidance? What has it been telling you? Because what you've been getting is correct, Spirit says. Archangel Michael says, I can see that you're feeling a little bit confused, or maybe a lot confused and uncertain. I am, right? I don't know that I believe in this anymore, right? I don't know that this is ever going to happen. So this is verification that you are hearing accurately the ideas, your thoughts, the feelings, something that you were thinking about, what you called. Was I wrong in what I saw? Was I wrong in what I picked up on? No, you were right. You know who that butterfly is. Release it. I don't want that butterfly anywhere near me. Right? So if you felt urged, you this energy that pushes you forward in order to move in a certain way, either to act or to not act. But then you hesitate because you think I'm making the wrong move. Am I making the wrong move here? If you feel moved to do it, this overwhelming energy, well, the message here is you made the right choice. What you were feeling was right. Now, if you've had an answer pop into your head, you've been asking for something and you had an idea, act on it. Whatever feelings that you've been getting, whatever repetitive messages, whenever you see something or hear something more than 3 times, pay extra close attention to it. If you're not trusting a person or a situation, pay attention. Because there's an inner guidance inside of you. Even if you can't see why or where it's taking you, follow it. If it doesn't feel right, it isn't right for you. Maybe it's not right at this moment, right? But there's a reason it doesn't feel good. Trust that. So we ask Archangel Michael, please help me clearly hear, see, feel, and know that this divine guidance that I've asked for, I'm getting it. Please help me keep my ego out of the way. There is no ego in spirit, right? There is no ego in spirit. A bragging person is someone who's filled with ego. Someone who's unable to apologize, they're filled with ego. Someone who feels the need to lie and manipulate, they're coming from a place of ego. Please help me release the ego. Keep my ego out of it so that what I get from you comes streaming through me in a way that benefits me and everyone else. Help me keep my ego out of it. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the Peaceful Buddha, I choose the Peaceful Buddha because I said, that's what I want. I want peace. There's Sammy's collar. This is not a collar. I don't call it a collar. I take that back. Cancel, clear, delete. This is Sammy's necklace with his little key. This is sodalite and lapis lazuli and lava stone. This is for truth and calming and protection. And he gets to hold the key to his own heart and his own future. He holds the key, not someone else. Right? Not that freaking tile around his neck so he can be monitored. He owns the key. He gets to wear it himself. That's what's going on, Sammy, as soon as he comes and snuggles with me tonight when we go to sleep. All right, for those who chose the Peaceful Buddha, and I certainly did. Let me put this back over here. Correct for neutrality. Isn't that sick? She's a good girl, loves her mama, Jesus, America. She's a good girl. Crazy about Elvis, loves horses, and she loves her boyfriend. And I'm a bad boy, because I don't even miss a beat breaking her heart. What a piece of shit, right? So she cries at home and doesn't realize it's in your highest good. You're being protected if that piece of shit isn't around. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the Peaceful Buddha, red, red wine. Big, bold vision. Big, bold vision. Look at the bee. I've had a lot about the bee totem in my life. We've got a bee colony at our front door. We've got 2 bee colonies down at the dock. One queen died, and everybody vacated, and then they started getting all hysterical, and I said, something's going on, the queen must be coming. And sure enough, all of a sudden, they were swarming, and everybody was back. So there's the queen bee. It's got a big, bold vision, and she's got 2 hummingbirds crossing a scarab beetle. The scarab is protection. Throat is protected. And the hummingbirds, you will accomplish what might seem impossible to yourself as well as to others. It also says, grab the sweetness in life. Those little hummingbirds, aerodynamically incorrectly built. They shouldn't be able to fly. Remember that? You can't do that. You should. Yeah, they can accomplish amazing things. And there's a pair of them. This one is protected. This one is the queen bee. This one is connected to her highest self. The bee says, get busy and get after your honey. It also says, sweet victory. But you are not born to be seen and not heard. You were not born to not be seen. You were not born to be small. You were born to have a big, bold vision. So dream big, Spirit says. Even if you don't know how it's going to happen, ask for more. Expect more. Don't settle for less. Lift your standards. Raise your standards and expect more. Don't worry about the details. Have that childlike belief, that childlike vision about what you would like. I did that today. Thank you for the financial abundance. Thank you for giving me the ability to be able to buy my grandson a present without worrying about checking in the bank that I'm going to have enough money to get it for him. Thank you for being able to take care of my dental and my cat's dental and to be able to take off the weekend and relax if I need it. Thank you for the abundance that covers that and the ability. Thank you for the private readings that come in where I can really help people. Thank you for the knowledge that comes in that will help me move forward to help myself as well as others. Thank you for the healing. Thank you for the peace. Thank you for the smoother road because it's been really rough. Thank you for the health. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the true friends. Thank you for protecting me from the liars, manipulators, and cheaters of the world. And the ones that just, the bad boys of the world that have no problem breaking your heart. And when you ask for these things, it's amazing how people start falling out of your life. And when they do, don't try and hold them back, because you just asked for them to go away. Maybe sometimes you didn't realize who it was that needed to go away. So right now, the details about your dreams, they're up to the creative genius of the universe. All you need to do is be the one who sees the vision, who imagines what it is that you want. You're not doing this alone. None of us are. We're not solo players. We're on each other's team, Spirit says. And there is something that's coming. It's an idea, it's a vision. Cool. This is one of my messages too, right? We might think it's too much for us to handle, but Spirit says, no, it's not. It's meant to be for you. What's coming? I've had this message coming for a while for myself. That we might have to make some adjustments. We might have to tweak a few things. Let go of the limited thinking. Maybe open up, accepting something that's bigger, brighter, more radical, more amazing to come into our world. You know, if you see yourself only making so much money, if you see yourself always living month to month, paycheck to paycheck, you see yourself not being able to find the answers, that's where you're going to be. See yourself zooming past all that. Don't see the roadblocks. Crack out of your limited thinking, right? Allow your mind to be open. Don't limit yourself. When we allow ourselves to open this way, we're healing. Healing from the past, from our past belief system, restrictions that were put upon us, that we put upon ourselves. Open ourselves up in this big vision so that we're able to not only expand our own hearts and minds, but everyone that we touch. In our friendships, in our work, in our art, in our choices, where everyone wins, right? Allow yourself to get outside of that box of what other people feel is possible, what's permitted. Let go of that, us all being raised to have to ask permission. When something is right, everything falls into place for you. When I moved to Wisconsin, I went there for a 3-week vacation, right? And I knew I was supposed to stay. I just knew. I didn't know how I was going to do it. It was insane. But I was scared. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be scared. But all of a sudden, every freaking door in the world opened up and everything was laid out at my feet. When you have to push and push and it's not working, it's not meant to happen. So, stay open. We're meant to surrender, stay open, and be in a receptive state. That's what we were saying. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the ability to work 3 days a week, if I choose, in a work job that feels good and helps people. I've worked hard my whole life. I've been through a lot. I've paid my dues. I'm ready for blessings. I deserve them. I'm worthy of them. And I accept them now, gratefully. I stay in a receptive state. In whatever way Spirit sees free to bring it to me, I'm open, right? So right now, Spirit says, trust in what your heart feels. What feels good to you in your choices? When something comes, because there is something that's coming, apparently, something that's going to be twisting in a direction that we might not have seen happen. So we need to be open, right? Remain open to it. And when the time feels right, take the leap of faith. If you are trying, I've got a lot of clients that say to me, how am I doing with my spiritual work? I want to see or I want to hear. And this is a message that it's happening. It's already happening. Sometimes it's already happening and we don't realize it. Trust in what it is that you're getting. Even if you're the only one, even if it conflicts with what other people believe, even if it conflicts with what you see on the surface, trust what your inner sight is telling you. It's accurate. Spirit says it's going to be proven. It might not be right now, but it will be proven. It's a healing process to allow yourself to believe in what you're getting, what you're seeing, what you're feeling. what's beautiful about this message, and I embrace it wholly. I'm really glad I did this reading tonight, because there's a healing that's coming. Positive energy coming. That's what I asked for. Keep the liars, manipulators, and cheaters away. Just keep them away from me. I don't want them around. I don't want them around. I don't want to play. Homie, I don't want to play that way. I don't want to fight with you. I don't enjoy people that want to push and push and push until you snap. I don't want that energy in my life anymore. I release you to your journey. Blessings on your journey, anywhere but in my direction. Right? And Spirit says this message is telling you that there's positive energy coming your way. And trust that for you, things are coming up in a really positive way. Even if it feels like a disaster right now. Apparently, chaos is often there right before something wonderful happens. So, here's your healing process. This is what you can say. And I'm going to say it. I release all blocks to my vision. I release all beliefs, conscious or unconscious, that I've stored in my mind or my body that would have had me making me put myself down, belittle myself, minimize myself because of fear or ignorance. I choose to be big, bold, bright. I choose the vision in my heart and in my mind to receive all of the genius that the universe can possibly bring me and support this coming into my life. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. What's this song? I feel like I'm in high school again with this music. Pour some sugar on me. How about that? Yeah, pour some sugar on me. That's love. Pour some sugar on me. Step inside, walk this way. You and me, babe. Love's like a bomb, baby. Come get it. On. Living like a lover with a radar phone. Looking like a tramp, like a video ramp. Demolition woman, can I be your man? Come on. Shake it up. Pour some sugar on me. I don't want any bad boy. Pour some sugar. I want sweet. I want sweet like as I am. That's what I want. That's what I'm getting. That's what I welcome, right? I want sweetness and light and love and those people around me. I like that energy. Michael, what do you have for us? My big brother, Archangel Michael. This is the big brother. This is the big brother you want working for you, right? Romance angels are helping you. Nice. Just said, pour some sugar on me. Didn't necessarily mean that, but that works, right? Here's a sample of something you could say to the guardian angels that are helping you and your soulmate come together. Because here he is right here, right? And they're helping him. They're showing him what to say, what to do. There's 3 of them. Full circle completion. The Ascended Masters are working with this one. This could be a female or a male in your life. Dear guardian angels of my soulmate, thank you for preparing my soulmate and I for love, for giving us the motivation to make healthful life changes, and for arranging for us to meet. Thank you for helping us recognize each other and have the courage to say hello so we can eventually delve into truly intimate relationship. So many times it's, right, held back because people are afraid. We don't want that. We don't want that. We want somebody who feels courageous enough to say, hey, I'd like to get to know you. Hi, how are you? Have me bump into the one, right? Or have him brave enough to, if you know them already, to speak. Because remember, it doesn't matter if you put a freaking tile on them. You can find out where they're at. You can go research and go hunt them down. But you can't make them come to you. And you don't want to. You don't want to. You want the angels to help bring you together with who's meant to be with you. So this is validation, actually, that as far as a romance or love in your life, you've been listened to, right? Remember when I said hear, but also listen. They have heard your prayers. There's a special group that works specifically on that. Pour some sugar on me. I said, pour some sugar on me, right? Bring it. They're working with us. And they're going to give us intuitive guidance. That's what they're doing. This one's whispering in this one's ear. This one's saying, hey, do this. This one's saying, this is what, you might do. giving you ideas, right? In order for you to prepare, what do you need to do? Well, you know what? You need to take a nap. You got really heavy dark circles under your eyes. You're not looking your best right now. Sleep. Take some time off. It's okay. We'll bring you some private readings tomorrow. Just take the day. It's freaking Saturday, right? Go out for a run. Go out for a walk. Putter in your garden. It's really good. You need to get grounded. You've been feeling sad. You've been feeling, stressed out. You release all that crap. Don't go on the internet today. It's a cesspool. Don't go there. You need to bring yourself back into balance. In nature, get yourself grounded. That's a good thing to do. And manifest. We were talking about manifesting earlier, right? So what is it that you're looking for in a partner? What did I say I want? I want sweet. I want a peaceful Buddha, right? I want a truthful, honest person. Hit me with your best shot. That one, right? I want somebody who I feel safe with. I want somebody who speaks the truth to me. I want somebody who loves me for who I am. I want somebody who loves music. I want somebody who loves the great outdoors. I want somebody who's spiritual. I want somebody who doesn't give up on me when I don't give up on them. I want somebody that I don't have to chase. Doesn't expect me to chase. I want somebody who loves me as much as I love them, who's proud of me like I'm proud of them. I want somebody who works hard, who gives of themselves to others, but knows their own sense of self-worth. Somebody who's loving. Somebody who loves animals. Somebody who's peaceful. I want somebody that I'm in harmony with, right? So what's your list? I want somebody who's funny. I want somebody who's fun. I want somebody who's sexy. I want somebody who's good looking. I want somebody who's got the ability to support themselves. And I don't mean that they have to live in a mansion. I just don't want them laying on their mom's couch, right? Feeding off of somebody else's energy. No energy vampires wanted. So for you, what's your list? I want somebody who leaves a healthy lifestyle, right? I don't want a smoker. I don't want an alcoholic. I don't want a drug addict. I want a healthy mind, body, soul. I want someone like me. I want someone who compliments me and someone that I compliment, right? Hit me with your best shot with one of those, right? So you've got your list. Whatever healthy lifestyle changes you need to make, focus on that. What can you do for self-improvement? Are there things that you can do maybe that can get you out? You're not going to meet anyone if you're holed up in the house, right? Maybe being in a location where there's people that conducive to your lifestyle. It's interesting. I talked about how my stepfather, I was talking about getting a vehicle, and he chose this grandma vehicle, and I said, I really would like a vehicle that's more conducive and suited to my lifestyle. And he scoffed, your lifestyle. He didn't respect my lifestyle, so we weren't going to agree on what I should have. So I'm waiting for my pink slip to come from my vehicle, and I'm going to trade it in on an SUV, which is more suitable for my lifestyle, right? So what do you need to do? Where do you need to go in order for you to be in an area where you're going to make the kind of friends you want? You're definitely not going to be in a negative, toxic environment, right? I'm not hanging out at bars. I don't go to bars to meet people in my life. Not this person, right? That's not where I will be meeting someone. I'll meet somebody outside probably. Maybe at the grocery store, who knows, garden shop. So, another message. Whatever it is that your intuition is giving you, little things that pop into your head, listen. The prayers that you have asked for, as far as a loving relationship, will be answered the more we listen to what our highest self says, not our ego. So, as far as this message goes, the person that you are asking about is a soulmate of yours. Now, we have karmic soulmates, and we have they're all karmic soulmates. They're all there to teach us lessons, but you want a loving soulmate, right? I don't want to draw in another karmic soulmate to learn another lesson. But they're saying, guess what? You're going to experience a happy change in your relationship status, whether you're in one or whether you're about to be. Because you're learning to love yourself. And as we love ourselves and we become our own best friends, we draw that to us. You're going to meet someone possibly someone special when you listen to the guidance that you're following from higher self and spirit. So as far as your clues and hints that you're getting from yourself and from spirit about exercise, diet, self-improvement, sleep, relaxation, that's how you draw to you what you're asking for. So here's a prayer, a sample prayer that you might think of using. Dear guardian angels of my soulmate, thank you for preparing my soulmate and I for love, for giving us the motivation to make the healthy lifestyle changes, and for arranging for us to meet. Thank you for helping us recognize each other and have the courage to say hello, so we can eventually delve into a truly intimate relationship. Thanks. I like that. And for those who chose this Falcon, the Falcon wand, and you know what? I don't choose this one. This Falcon has an appetite for something that I don't. This one looks like a lion. I don't choose this one. You might have for your own special reasons. It's absolutely beautiful though, isn't it? See the beak? That's muscovite mica. That's good for bipolar depression. It's good for balancing. I love muscovite mica. And the apatite, yellow apatite. This is yellow, blue, and green is actually all in here. The blue's in the back. And the red hawk feathers about listen to the messages that are coming. This is a shapeshifter. Seems to be all of these different things. I don't choose you, but someone might. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose that Falcon, that Leo Falcon, that Lion Falcon, correct for neutrality on all levels. That lion is backed up. It's got a red hawk behind it. He's wearing the red hawk feathers as a crown. It's like a trophy, right? That lion is wearing, or that lion is wearing those red hawk feathers as a trophy. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Song right now, you're being catfished. As if I didn't know. Correct for neutrality. You know what catfish is? When you catfish, is when you think you're getting one thing and you get something else, right? I ordered this, but I got that. Whoa, that's not who I ordered. But that's who answered the phone. That's who answered the email. That one. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose that Falcon, Lion, shape-shifting magic wand. Pandora's gift. Somebody took off their mask. 4, there are angels all around you. You are completely guided, protected, and loved. There's no reason for fear. 5, there is a significant change taking place in your life at this moment because it's necessary. That mask is, this one's taken off their mask. And 4 and 5 together is 9. You have everything you need, light worker, in front of you in order to move forward on your spiritually illuminated path. This looks like peacock feathers. Peacock is what most resembles the phoenix rising. So a Pandora's box, when you open up Pandora's box, anything can come out. Pandora lives within all of us. Chaos, evil, darkness. There is that voice of our soul that's asking the questions, and then it triggers something in us in order for something else to happen. Sometimes we have to feel something very uncomfortable. Sometimes we have to go through something very uncomfortable before we find our treasure. So during this process of learning, sometimes we get to a place that feels like the end of the world and it's all over, but it's not. Because there's a new light stirring, a new revelation, a new adventure. Song is really interesting for me. Wow, this is a flashback for me. Wow. Wow. Flash. I'm curious why this is so loud for me right now. This is Sade. Haven't heard her for a long time. This song was from when I was 16 years old. I'm a smooth operator. There you go. Yeah. That's what I want to release. Diamond life, lover boy. He moves in space with minimum waste and maximum joy. City lights and business nights. When you require streetcar desire for higher heights. No place for beginners or sensitive hearts. When sentiment is left to chance. No place to be ending but somewhere to start. No need to ask. He's a smooth operator. Coast to coast, LA to Chicago, Western Mail. Across the north and south to Key Largo. Love for sale. Face to face, each classic case. We shadowbox and double cross, yet need the chase. A license to love, insurance to hold. Melts all your memories and change into gold. His eyes are like angels, but his heart is cold. No need to ask, he's a smooth operator. That's why I didn't choose that guy. Right? Smooth operator. Love for sale. That's disgusting to me. And yet, at 16, I fell for it. I fell for it again and again. Time for new choices, right? So that box, that Pandora's box, do you really want to open it up? But now's the time. Look inside. This is about surrendering judgment. This is about surrendering any misplaced guilt. Right? The guilt that's not been brought on by necessarily yourself. Sometimes it's brought on by others. All of that guilt, all of that shaming, it keeps coming up, doesn't it? Time to let it go. Shame-based belief in punishment. You know what I can't stand? You know what is not on my list for a man? A passive-aggressive. Because I was controlled by that my whole life. I was not spoken to. I was punished by being not spoken to. That's passive-aggressive behavior. I would rather have you yell at me and tell me what's wrong so that we can fix it, than passive-aggressively giving me the silent treatment. That's a way to control. That's a weak man's way to control. A weak woman's way to control. Shaming, punishment, the belief that we deserve to have this happen because of whatever imperfections that we have, whatever it is about us that is not adequate, that they deem inadequate. It's all bullshit anyway. Pandora, this isn't the scary. This is the one that frees your soul from that torment. Release it. Release it. Tonight, the whole meaning of this whole reading is about release and surrender. I like it a lot. So the gift from this Pandora, this beautiful, is to allow the phoenix in you to rise. We do have to learn through experience. And there's no shame in that because we've all had to do it, right? We will always, what do we say? We're all a work in progress. Just as long as we're continuing to learn. So refuse to be stopped. I'm unstoppable. There is a sacred rebellion within us all. That's what the deck is called. Sacred rebels, right? Sacred rebels. Breaking free from the criticism of everyone and everything. From the world around us, from our family, from our friends, from our own misguided beliefs. This is about disobeying anything that is not divine. This is about disobeying what doesn't feel right to us. This is about defying the judgments, no matter how many years that they've been going on. Letting go of what has made us sad. Letting go of carrying the weight of the world upon our back. I want to exchange that. I want to exchange that for love and light and happiness and hope and comfort and reassurance. I want somebody I feel comfortable with. Safe, comfortable, relaxed, and someone you want to play with. That's what you want to be around, right? You want that happy energy, that peaceful, happy energy. Harmony. My favorite word. I want harmony. We want to have the ability to still have hope in our heart. We can't have that if we don't have that childlike innocence. And we can't have that childlike innocence if we are holding on to all of the things that happened to us in our childhood that have turned us into something else. We need to go back to age, whatever it is for you. Me, it's age 7. When I played in the forest and everything was possible and everything was okay. When I didn't worry about whether someone liked me or if I was acceptable or if I was too fat or if my clothes matched or if my hair wasn't brushed or my face was dirty. All I cared about was running around in the forest and finding the huckleberries and eating them and playing and climbing trees and building forts. And it was fantastic. We want that. Grab that little girl and that little boy inside of yourself. Step into the light. Because that inner child is always within us. It's just buried underneath all the crap. There's something within us all that deserves to be expressed, that deserves to be created and developed. So go, pull that out. Something inside is wanting to be born. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes. Sometimes maybe you got to go through shit. I've done enough. I'm going here, right? I don't have to take it on. I don't have to listen to your crap. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about anybody. I can't save you. I can't fix you. I'm barely doing my own thing here, right? Got to release all that crap. Release the weight of the... Try carrying the weight of the world. But we only got 2 hands. It's time to wake up. Right? Strut your stuff like that peacock. Shine that light. Stay away from what distracts you, from what upsets your thoughts. And if anybody around your energy doesn't feel good, stay away from that too. And don't feel bad about blocking, deleting, and saying, see you later. You don't have to answer a text, a phone, an email, nothing. Just don't say anymore. I'm taking my own... I deleted all the messages in my inbox. All of them. I don't want any history of it. Fresh and clean. Something's distracting you, getting in your mind, making your mind overthink, overanalyze. Yeah, I've been doing that for 6 years. I release. We want to be able to sit, stand, lay down in a comfortable position, a relaxed position. We want to be able to sleep peacefully. We don't want dreams of other people's lives. I don't want those dreams that are torturing my mind. I want sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. So, put your hands on your heart. Like this peaceful Buddha right here. Put your hands on your heart. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Relax. And when you're ready, let your hands relax on your lap. And say out loud, my heart light is unmasked from fame, shame, fear, and doubt. Funny that I said from fame. Isn't that interesting? That must have been a special message for somebody. My heart light is unmasked from shame. Fame and shame went hand in hand for me. Fear and doubt. Those that seek to torment me are unequivocally uninvited now. You know what I said today? I said something similar. Oh, I can't read it because I deleted it. But I said, I castrate you. Cut you out of my life. I'm done with the torment. The only thing I will bow before is divine truth, light, and love. Everything else is dismissed. You are dismissed, long one. I think that's funny that I said that because Robin Hood, you know, that's the snake, Sir Hiss. I dismiss you, oh long one that was tormenting me. If you want to send another message out with kind of a dramatic flair, with some hissing or yelling or sticking your tongue out or whatever, I respect your right to live as you choose, but you aren't welcome in my soul. So get the fuck out. Get lost. Feel free. Fly on. Fly away, butterfly. Float away. Seriously, that's what Spirit's literally saying. That's what they're saying. You want to say it without the French words? I respect your right to live your life as you choose, but you're not welcome in my soul. So get lost. And then imagine, feel, and visualize to me, I'm seeing that big butterfly, that guillotine, dismembered into a million pieces. That one that was wanting to cut the heads off of others, making them feel bad about themselves, right? Visually, you can do the same thing. Cutting it up into a million little pieces, little tiny, like confetti, and blow it away and turn it into a celebration. Visualize that the light that you breathe in, that's pure love. Ooh, that's pure love. And anything that's not in your highest good, it's going to fly away like all of those butterflies. Because you've turned something ugly, that ugly guillotine, you turned it into a million beautiful butterflies. And it's the same thing as when we release toxic or negative energy. Toxic and negative people are the same. But we don't want to release them as they are. We ask that they be returned to pure white light. Anything that's not in our highest good, flying out from our heart, from our minds, from our back, from our sides, from our feet, from our wherever. Remember that day when I got shoulder butted when I went dancing? Shoulder butted 3 times. This person lunged at me, and I pulled the music in from the guitar strings as the woman played the guitar. I pulled the energy into my fingers, and I called it unconditional love. I pulled it into my heart, and then I shot it out of my fingertips as I splayed my hands all around the room, and I shot unconditional love in every direction. I pulled that negative, toxic energy that got bashed into my shoulder into love and sent it out. I give the true, divine beloved permission to guide me into the fulfillment of my sacred gifts, talents, and destiny. May all that was originally intended for me be released into being and protected. Wow, there's my babe. Yeah. What was originally intended for me to be released into being and protected through divine protection, grace, and my own free will. So be it. I love that he showed up right like that. I'm going to say it again. I give the true divine beloved permission to guide me into the fulfillment of my sacred gifts, talents, and destiny. May all that was originally intended for me be released into being and protected through divine protection, grace, and my own free will. So be it. Now, place your hands like that peaceful Buddha in prayer over your chest, over your heart. Pull it down. Bow your head. Namaste. May the divine within me see the divine within you. May the peace within me see the peace within you. Archangel Michael, how do we close this reading tonight? For those who chose the Falcon. You know what? When I look at this now, it's interesting because it's just tonight because I made this. That's the tower. That was the tower. My falling tower just happened. Maybe I am the falling tower. I created this monster. I created a monster. Isn't that Eminem said? So I created this as something beautiful. It's shown me many messages tonight. But this is, a falcon is a symbol of victory and perseverance and endurance. And that crown of crystals being backed by the red hawk, all placed together on this beautiful wand. It's like this is a beautiful magic wand that I created. It's gorgeous. Tonight it was serving a purpose to show me something that I needed to see, right? But I'm not giving it a negative connotation. It's beautiful. So Archangel Michael, our final message for the ones who chose the Victory Falcon. Correct for neutrality. You created this situation, and you have the power to change it. Isn't that interesting? What did I say? I created this monster. Right? I created this monster. It doesn't have to. It wasn't created to... I didn't create a monster, but I did in some way. Right? We've got to all face responsibility for our part in things. It's like spoiling your children rotten and then wondering why they're disrespectful to you, by not giving them boundaries, by not saying, these are the boundaries and no further. I will be treated with respect. right? By not making yourself a doormat, you have created this situation. What way have you created this situation, I wonder? Thank you for letting me lean on your strength and for reminding me of my personal power. Please give me guidance to manifest and heal according to divine will, creating peace and blessings for everyone involved. Like that. Like that. I like peace. You have created this situation. So you've got the power to change it, right? You're very powerful. You are a manifester. We are made in God's image. All of us. We don't have to be a victim. We don't have to be a passive-aggressive victim. You're not. You've got the right and the skills to be the phoenix rising. Change everything in this situation, everything in this relationship. And if you sit there and blame or believe that others are controlling you, you're stuck. You won't control me. You will never control me. I don't want you to control me. But if I allow you to make me angry and you push my buttons and we continue this cycle, you are controlling me. I'm allowing it. So I disallow it, right? Don't blame that they're controlling you. Don't let them control you. Walk away. Call on Archangel Michael and say, please, whatever it is that you can do to change things in miraculous ways, I ask for your help in doing so. And then take charge of our own lives with our own guidance that we get. Because we will find that we can change things in miraculous ways. So, right now, have you been blaming others? Let it go. Have you been blaming yourself? Let it go. Remember the writing it down? Write it down. Whatever it is. And then burn it. Release it. It needs to come out. Write down maybe action steps that you can take to follow. Right? When I start finding myself going into this place, I'm going to stop everything. I'm going to shut my work line off and I'm going to say, show me. Where is this negative energy coming from? What is it that I can do at this moment? First of all, what I can do is breathe. Who am I around when this energy affects me? Do I notice my energy change? When it does, that's who needs to be removed. Don't even engage. Remove. Have an honest discussion with whoever it is that's involved in this situation with you. But we've got to take at least one step, if not more, towards turning what it is that we are asking for, dreaming of, into reality. We are the artist of our life. We are the ones that create our future. There's a unicorn here. This is a magical being. That unicorn horn pierces any veil. Paint your picture the way you want it to be. Give yourself permission to make some healthy changes in your life. Whether that has to do with food, thoughts, actions, relationships, jobs. Thank you for letting me lean on your strength and for reminding me of my own personal power. Please guide me to manifest and heal according to divine will, creating peace and blessings for everyone involved. I love this whole reading. This is a great way for me to go to sleep. And at 1 hour and 33 minutes and 33 seconds, we're at a wrap. So 33 is the number for this reading. Clearly it's about Ascended Masters. You have a strong and clear connection with one or more Ascended Masters who have heard your prayers. They have answered your call. Keep talking to them. They're helping you with the present situation. Who have you been speaking to? The grandmother? Your mother? I talked to my mom today. I said, okay, Mom, this is what you said. I talked to my father today, the Divine Father. They heard. Don't stop talking. That's the problem. Remember that song? Was it this one or was it the last? It was probably the last one. Telling a lie. Silence is not the best policy at this moment. Right now, Spirit says speak. Too many have been kept in a place of silence. Kept down, held down, controlled, manipulated, hurt. Stop the silence. Break the silence. You know what? I had to do that. I'm looking at this. Because I took a vow of silence. I took a vow of poverty. I took a vow of chastity as monk in my past life. I disavow that. I break those vows. That's not my life now. So if you need to do that, do that. But this is about breaking your silence. At least tonight, that's what the message is. I love you guys. Oh, hey, if anybody would like help with a private reading, my website is www.theangelswhisper.com, and my email is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. I would be honored to work with you on behalf of your higher self and spirit. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. Please click like, subscribe, and share so that the most people can get benefit of this. I'm not concerned. I know. I'm not going to ask you guys, oh, I need all this many likes or whatever. The right people hear these messages, and the right people will share it with the right people. I ask that that be done. If anybody would like to donate, make a donation to help me continue to do this work, I give of myself freely, that's also welcome. There's a donate button on my page. All right, you guys have a beautiful night. Take care.